America's hidden slave labor. How prison farms feed big corporations. You've heard the phrase, "made in America." But what if I told you some of those products were made by prisoners working for pennies or nothing at all? Behind barbed wire and razor fences exist massive prison farms, supplying food, cotton, and goods to some of the biggest corporations in the world. Companies like McDonald's, Walmart, even the US military. This isn't a conspiracy theory, it's legal, and it's slavery by another name. The hidden workforce. The United States has over 2 million people behind bars, more than any other country on earth, and many of them are working. Not for rehabilitation, not for training, but to keep the prison system and private companies profitable. Some harvest crops, others process meat, some sew uniforms for the military. They work long hours under guard for an average wage of 30 cents an hour. Refuse to work, they can lose visitation, be sent to solitary confinement, or have their parole delayed. The labor isn't optional, it's survival. The corporate pipeline. The prison-to-plate pipeline runs deep, across states like Texas, Louisiana, and Arkansas. Inmates farm thousands of acres, producing beef, milk, soy, and grain. Those goods are sold through middlemen, distributors that quietly supply major restaurants and grocery chains. Investigations have traced these prison-grown products to brands like McDonald's, Walmart, and Cisco. But no one talks about it, because when the supply chain is long enough, the exploitation disappears. A burger in your hand, a steak on your plate, a profit in their pocket, and a prisoner who can't even afford a bar of soap. The echo of slavery. After the Civil War, America abolished slavery. Or did it? The 13th Amendment banned slavery, except as punishment for a crime. That single phrase became the legal loophole for a new system of forced labor. In the decades that followed, new laws targeted newly freed Black Americans, arresting them for vagrancy, for loitering, for simply existing without work papers. They were leased to private companies, building railroads, mining coal, harvesting cotton. The chain gangs of the 1800s became the prison farms of today. One system replaced another, the names changed, the purpose didn't. Inside the farms, inmates describe days that start before sunrise, 100-degree fields, no shade, no water breaks. Reports from Louisiana and Texas show prisoners collapsing from heat exhaustion, some dying in the fields. But the officials call it correctional industry. One inmate told reporters, "We picked cotton until our hands bled." Another said, "If you stop working, they write you up. No sick days, no unions, no choice, just labor and silence." Who profits? The profits flow everywhere. $2 billion corporations, to state governments, to the same industries that claim to stand for equality. Every shirt sewn, every crop harvested, every box packaged by a prisoner feeds an economy that depends on mass incarceration. Even the products used in hospitals, schools, and government buildings come from prison labor. The same nation that once enslaved Black bodies still profits from their descendants through legal forced labor. Slavery never died. They said slavery ended in 1865, but if you listen closely, the fields still whisper. The only difference now, the slaves wear numbers instead of chains. 13th Amendment, except as punishment for a crime. This is Facts Relapse, where the past never stays buried.